365 Radio, your number one online Southwest radio. This is Power 365 Radio. Get ready to experience dynamic energy and professionalism. At Power 365 Radio, we pride ourselves on being your go-to source for authentic news and insight. Be it breaking news, thought-provoking discussions, we are your number one online radio station in Southwest Nigeria. We are dedicated to delivering top-notch content that keeps you informed, entertained, and engaged. Stay connected on Power 365 Radio by following us on all our social media platforms. On Facebook at Power 365 FM, Instagram at Power 365_FM. Power 365 Radio, your source for news and insight. This is Power 365 Radio. Get ready to experience dynamic energy.
Alright, good morning there, listeners out there. You're welcome to yet another interesting edition of Newspaper Review, coming to you live from the city of Ibadan on your number one online radio in Ibadan and in the southwest. Talking about no other station than Power 365 online radio. We're situated here at Felele, Ibadan. My name is Olamide Adeniji, and I'm using this opportunity to wish the chairman of the Oyo State Universal Basic Education Board, Dr. Nureni Aderemi Adeniran, a happy birthday. Today is his birthday, and is the chairman of the executive chairman of the Oyo State Universal Basic Education Board. Wish you long life and prosperity, sir. Alright, so straight up, we're going to Daily Independent newspaper, where we'll be bringing stories on different bringing you headlines on different activities that occurred yesterday. The first story coming to my attention here is from Rivers State. It's on the Rivers State local government tenure crisis. Fubara orders probe of local government. Swezing caretaker chairman says Rivers won't set precedent on LG tenure extension. PDP warns ex-Rivers local government chairman against disrupting peace. IGP orders heightened security measures in state. Wants killers of vigilante police officer arrested. Edo PDP expels Dan Obi. Philip Shaibo Ogbede Hihama. FG can't tax airlines to fund aviation agencies. That's come from Aero CEO. And this is saying, again, aviation unions call for constitution of sectors boards. ITO shows production at OML 29 in Bayelsa over oil leak. And this is saying NNPP accuses federal government of plotting violent state of emergency. And that's on the Kano Emirship tussle. Makinde Oke's appointment of Olakuleyin as 43rd Olubadan. Meet our demands or we will down tools indefinitely. That's coming from ASU. ASU to the federal government. And this is saying Rivers local government crisis, Group 6 federal government intervention. NBA Ikeja branch urges legal professionals to uphold rule of law. Kogi Group absolves Bashir Gegu of Cotton Cafe Salah crisis. Shetima to host PEBEC Town Hall meeting as 30-day regulatory reform extension ends. Drug war. Why we target assets of drug barons, traffickers. That's coming from Mawa. Federal government will pay disengaged NNSL retirees pension. MWUN. Greenville LNG pays courtesy call on Governor Sonny. HIDA petitions Tinubu Akpabio to investigate suspend Naji over forgery allegations. You're a blessing to Nigeria, Nigerian youths, tell ITF boss. Tinubu should stop Rivers chaos, ex-deputy governor. Minimum wage cut cost of governance, Bishop Ezio Kafo urges Tinubu. NUJ accuses NNPC, Mina Mega Station, of aiding abetting fuel smuggling. Face governance, stop attending frivolous conferences. Oguntoyinbo tells Ekiti local government chairman. Again, aviation unions call for constitution of sectors boards. And this is also saying, okay, let me start from Makinday's story because we are in Ibadan. But before I start, let's quickly take a break. When we return, I'll bring you the news. Stay tuned.
This is Power 365 Radio. Get ready to experience dynamic energy and professionalism. At Power 365 Radio, we pride ourselves on being your go-to source for authentic news and insight. Be it breaking news, thought-provoking discussions, we are your #1 online radio station in Southwest Nigeria. We are dedicated to delivering top-notch content that keeps you informed, entertained, and engaged. Stay connected on Power 365 Radio by following us on all our social media platforms. On Facebook at Power 365 FM, Instagram at Power 365_FM. Power 365 Radio, your source for news and insight. This is Power 365 Radio.
Alright, this first story is coming from page 7 of the Daily Independent, which says Governor Makinde okay's appointment of Olakule as the 43rd Olubadan of Ibadan land. OSC Governor Seyi Makinde has approved the appointment of Oba Akinloye Owolabi Olakule as the 43rd Olubadan of Ibadan land. The governor gave the approval in a memo signed on June 14, 2024, in exercise of the power conferred on him by Section 19, Cap 28, Law of Oyo State 2000 as amended. According to a statement by the Commissioner for Local Government and Chieftaincy Title or Chieftaincy Matters, Honorable Olusegun Olayiwola, the approval is a culmination of a series of processes stipulated by the extant laws of the state regarding ascension to royal thrones. Okay, pick a copy of the Daily Independent to read the story. And let's go to the front page of the Daily Independent, which says, alright, page 29 of the Daily Independent, where I'll bring you stories on River State. River State Governor Sir Siminalayi Fubara, while swearing in caretaker committee chairpersons and members for the 23 local government councils on Wednesday, directed the Auditor General of Local Governments to commence immediate audit of the account of the 23 councils. He charged the caretaker committee chairpersons to eschew violence, maintain the peace, and be guided by the Constitution to always promote unity, inclusive administration, and achieve progress of the grassroots. That's a story on page 29 of the Daily Independent. You may pick a copy of the Daily Independent to read more on this story. Alright, my next story will come from the front page of the Daily Independent. Nnamdi Kanu considers out-of-court settlement with federal government. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, is considering an out-of-court settlement in his alleged treasonable felony trial at the Federal High Court, Abuja. This is as he has condemned the killing of soldiers by gunmen in Abia State on May 30. Alright, so you may read more of that story. It's on page 1 of the Daily Independent. Okay, this next one is saying APC demands state of emergency in Rivers. The leadership of the All Progressives Congress in Rivers State has called on the federal government to declare a state of emergency in the state. The caretaker committee chairman of the APC in the state, Chief Tony Okocha, made a call in Port Harcourt stating that the deployment of security agencies to the local government secretariats in the state was the best solution to crisis. Alright, pick a copy of the Daily Independent to read more on that story. And on the front page of the Daily Independent shows a picture of President Tinubu with the newly sworn-in President of Republic of South Africa, Cyril Ramaphosa. Well, the president is congratulating the South African president. Okay, this next story is from Kano State. NNPP accuses federal government of plotting violence, state of emergency. The new Nigeria People's Party has accused the All Progressive Congress led federal government of plans to cause violence on a scale that will lead to the declaration of a state of emergency in the state, with the emirship tussle at hand. Alright, read more of that story. It's also on page 1 of the Daily Independent. And this is coming from ASU to the federal government. Meet our demands or we will down tools indefinitely. The Academic Staff Union of Universities, Federal University Dutse branch, has expressed its dismay at the failure of the federal government to honor and respect all the memoranda of understanding in meeting their demands from 2019 to date. This government has deliberately refused quoting one of the representatives of ASU in Federal University Dutse. He said this government has deliberately refused to meet our union to flesh out the core issues as contained in the Memorandum of Understanding MOU of 2019, Memorandum of Understanding of 2022, an upward review signing, the implementation of late Professor Minnie Griggs Committee drafting agreement on the negotiated Federal Government ASU 2009 agreement, among other subsequent MOUs. Okay, you may read more of that story. It's on page 2 of the Daily Independent. And then this is coming from still coming from River State LG crisis, Group 6, federal government's intervention. Leader of the Democracy Watch Network, DWN, Mr. Godfrey Titus, has urged the federal government and relevant authorities to take swift action and ensure the restoration of peace and order in River State until the court rules on the issues of tenure of local government chairmen in the state. Right? Drug war, why we target assets of drug barons, traffickers. Brigadier General Muhammadu Bubamawa, retired chairman of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency (NDLEA), has justified the decision of the anti-narcotics body to go after the assets of drug barons and traffickers as part of the ongoing offensive action against illicit drugs and cartels. Pick a copy of the Daily Independent to read more on that. The Maritime Workers Union of Nigeria has said that the federal government is working towards payment of pensions to the retired disengaged workers of the defunct Nigerian National Shipping Line, NNSL. Okay, that's a relieving story. It's on page 4 of the Daily Independent with the headline: Federal government will pay disengaged NNSL retirees pension. Alright, so let me quickly take a break. When I return, I'll bring you more stories.
Tune in for the rhythms that make you feel alive. And get ready to power up your day every day on Power 365 Radio, broadcasting from the city of Ibadan. Follow us for top-notch news and entertainment updates. Don't miss a thing. So, pick up your phone and follow us on Facebook at Power 365 FM, Instagram at Power365_FM. Power 365 Radio, your number one online Southwest radio. This is Power 365 Radio. Get ready to experience dynamic energy and professionalism.
Alright, you're welcome back. It's still Power 365 Online Radio, your number one online radio in Ibadan and in the Southwest. Don't forget, you can join us on all our social media handles. On Facebook, Power 365 FM. You could also join us on Twitter, which is now x.com. We're also on TikTok. You could join our live studio on TikTok. You could also join us on Instagram. We are live on Instagram. And you could log on to www.power365fm.com, where we stream all our programs live. And so this next story is also from the Daily Independent, where NUJ accuses NNPC Mina mega station of aiding abetting for smuggling. The Nigerian Union of Journalists, NUJ Niger State Council, has accused the management of the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation Limited, Mina mega station, of sharp practices, including aiding black marketers to siphon and smuggle products to neighboring countries. This is coming barely 2 weeks after motorists and customers raised the alarm that smugglers had hijacked the same NNPC mega station located along the Nnamdi Azikiwe Way, Western Bypass, Mina, of taking over and dictating sales and allocations to customers. That's a huge accusation, and I really hope the NUJ in Mina, Niger State, really have their facts to back these claims. And then this next story is saying Tinubu should stop Rivers chaos, ex-deputy governor. Former deputy governor of Rivers State and chairman Rivers Elders Forum, Sir Gabriel Toby, has said that President Bola Tinubu, as a father of the nation, should ensure that he stopped chaos in the state. According to Toby, the Federal Capital Territory Minister, Nyesom Wike, has a responsibility to ensure that Governor Simi Fubara succeeds. Falana worried over high rate of poverty, insecurity. Human rights activist and lawyer Femi Falana SAN has described the just celebrated 25 years of uninterrupted democracy as a mere transition to civil rule, as it lacked democratic ethos and has successively inflicted sufferings on the citizenry, just as he lamented at the worsening standard of living of Nigerians, with over 160 million out of 200 million are now faced with multidimensional poverty, making the country the worst place to live. Wow, that's a huge one. That's coming from Femi Falana, human rights activist, and it's on page 8 of the Daily Independent. Oh, sorry, page 5 of the Daily Independent. Alright, this next story, which will be the last story I'll read to you this day, is coming from the aviation sector. Again, aviation unions call for constitution of sectors board. For the umpteenth time, aviation unions have once again called on President Bola Tinubu to, as a matter of urgency, constitute governing boards for the industry's agencies. This time around, Association of Nigeria Aviation Professionals (ANAP) said that the constitution of governing boards for aviation parastatals would give the industry in the country a sense of belonging. Alright, at this juncture, we're going to call it a day. Thank you for staying tuned. This is still Power 365 online radio. Don't forget, we have different programs lined up for you today. Do not hurry in staying out of Power 365 online radio, because there are too many programs for you, so many programs for you to enjoy. Alright, thank you very much. My name once again is Olamide Adeniji. Do have a blessed day and a blessed evening. Goodbye.
This is Power 365 Radio. Get ready to experience dynamic energy and professionalism. At Power 365 Radio, we pride ourselves on being your go-to source for authentic news and insight. Be it breaking news, thought-provoking discussions, we are your #1 online radio station in Southwest Nigeria. We are dedicated to delivering top-notch content that keeps you informed, entertained, and engaged. Stay connected on Power 365 Radio by following us on all our social media platforms. On Facebook at Power 365 FM, Instagram at Power 365_FM. Power 365 Radio, your source for news and insight.